What's up, guys? So, super secret hacks to not fuck up your diet in 2023, part one. I know it's a catchy name, it's a mouthful, not that kind of mouthful, you filthy animal. um, and there goes all my viewers. So, for the three of you still watching, um, I'm going to break down different hacks to not fuck up your diet in 2023. And I'm going to try keep it to things you haven't heard of. So many people say, this is oh, eat less, move more, or track your calories, or do this or do that, but that advice is out there, so let's try keep this a little bit different. So part one is going to be something you may have heard before, but I promise you if you'll stick with it, you'll learn something new. The first way to not fuck up your diet in 2023 is to stop viewing it as a diet. And before you click off, hear me out. There are actually two definitions of a diet, and people don't even realize that. When you say a diet to someone, they automatically think of the first one. And the first definition is to restrict the amount of food you eat in order to lose weight or lose body fat. That is immediately what people think of when they think of a diet. But there's actually a second definition. And I know because I Googled it. The second definition is the foods that you habitually eat. So the foods that you eat on a regular basis. And the mistake most people make is they only focus on the first one. And if you don't want to fuck up your habit in 2023, then you need to switch that. You need to start focusing on the second one just as much as you focus on the first one. It's really important because the first one, in order to lose weight, all you need to do is restrict the amount of food you eat. Now, obviously, there are tons of ways that can go wrong, but scientifically speaking, that's all you need to do. But if you want your results to stick long term, then you need to focus on the second definition of a diet, which is the things you do habitually or the things you do out of habit. I always feel like I'm calling someone a bitch when I say that word, but the things you do out of habit. So the types of food you eat, the habits that you're building, whether it's water intake or steps or workouts or whatever it is, those things are what matter when it comes to long-term success, because anyone can restrict the amount of food they eat in a really aggressive way, in a manner that's not sustainable, like a juice detox or a cleanse, or even other just really overly restrictive diet where you cut out all the foods you love. Anyone can do that, but it doesn't make it, it's not going to work long term. And if you want to finally ditch yo-yo dieting and not make 2023 a repeat of last year and the year before and the year before that, where you lose weight, regain it, lose weight, regain it, then focus on this second definition. Only make changes that you feel like you can maintain for the long run. Don't just make changes for short-term payoff. And that's going to go against every instinct in your body and in your mind. You need to start smaller than you think. If you make a change and you think, oh, I don't see myself being able to stick to this, then you probably should try something else. So for those people who have tried like keto or have tried like really low carb or have tried cutting out all their favorite foods, none of those things were you going to stick to long term, because it's just not realistic for 99% of people. So, and like, to be blunt, you're not the 1%. If you're watching this video, it's highly unlikely. So remember that part one of not fucking up your diet in 2023 is to not make changes that you don't see yourself maintaining long term. Put as much effort into the second definition of a diet as you do into the weight loss in the first one. So focus on building habits that you can maintain long term, make changes to your diet, and the balance that you have within your diet. Balance is in eating mostly higher quality, minimally processed foods, but still having some of the higher calorie, higher processed foods like chocolate, sweets, that sort of stuff every single day if you want to. Just control the portion. Think about that, and 2023 will be your best dieting year ever. Part two coming up soon.